Welcome to a fascinating journey into the heart of one of the most enigmatic and advanced civilizations in history. Ancient Egypt. Few places in the world have been as captivating and mysterious. Join me as we explore 10 surprising facts. Did you know that the pyramids of Egypt weren't always the sandy color we see today? They were originally covered in polished limestone blocks that reflected sunlight, making them visible from miles away and giving them an impressive, radiant appearance. You may have noticed that makeup played a fundamental role in Egyptian life. Both men and women used eyeliner made from coal, a mixture of minerals, to protect themselves from the sun and infections. They also believed it had magical properties that provided protection. Egyptian religion was polytheistic and incredibly complex. They had deities for almost everything: the sun, the moon, water, fertility, and many other aspects of life. Ra, Osiris, Isis, and Horus were some of the main gods, but the total list exceeded 2,000. The Egyptians pioneered the creation of prosthetics and surgeries. They practiced an early form of medicine and surgery, and prosthetics made of wood and leather, such as artificial toes, have been discovered. Ancient medical papyri describe surgical procedures and treatments for various diseases and injuries. The mummification process could last more than 70 days. This long and meticulous process involved removing organs, dehydrating the body with natural salts, and embalming it with oils and resins. The heart, considered the center of consciousness, was left in place, while the brain was extracted through the nasal cavity. The Egyptians believed that hair held magical powers. Both men and women shaved their heads and wore wigs made of human hair or wool. These wigs not only helped them combat the heat and lice, but also had ritual and aesthetic significance. Additionally, priests shaved their entire bodies to maintain purity. Papyrus was the first form of paper, created from the papyrus plant that grew along the Nile River. The Egyptians used it to write records, religious texts, and other documents, contributing greatly to the preservation of their culture. Did you know they had natural antibiotics before the concept of antibiotics even existed? Egyptian doctors used mold and other natural substances in their treatments. For instance, they applied moldy bread to wounds to prevent infections, a practice surprisingly related to the same principle that led to the discovery of penicillin thousands of years later. The Egyptian calendar was one of the first in the world. They developed a calendar based on the annual cycle of the star Sirius and the flooding of the Nile River. Their year consisted of 365 days, divided into 12 months of 30 days, with 5 additional days at the end of the year for religious festivals. This calendar influenced later timekeeping systems. And did you know that the Egyptians invented toothpaste? They had an advanced understanding of oral hygiene and used a primitive form of toothpaste made from a mixture of ashes, myrrh, crushed eggshells, and ground pumice stone. Archaeological evidence shows that dental health was a concern due to their grain-based diet, which damaged their teeth. If you liked the video, give it a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss more interesting content. See you in the next one!